And we'll move to, looks like January 20th. There's a message that is sent by the defendant's telephone number. What is that message?
What time do I be there tomorrow?
Okay, and what date is that sent?
That is 1/21.
Okay, and the subsequent message after that, what else does that message, that phone number say to you?
And do I need to bring anything specific? I just hung up with the district and they said to be there tomorrow.
Great. And what was your response?
Hi, Tisha. We're so excited to have you here. The work day begins at 7:30. You don't need to bring anything in particular. We will have a sub there tomorrow that has been filling in. You'll have an opportunity to shadow him and meet the kids, as well as get set up with the things you will need. Sherry Fuller, our SPED department leader, will meet you tomorrow as well. See you soon.
Great. And what was the next exchange that the defendant's telephone number sent to you?
Good evening.
And what date was that sent?
And that date is on the 22nd.
Okay, and can you read? Great. Can you read the rest of the message?
I wanted to ask your guidance about what to do about tomorrow. I had scheduled that interview at the district office before getting hired. I understand they probably have someone someone in mind, but I don't want to burn any bridges and would like to at least let them know my interest in eventually moving up later, or even if it's a year or so. I know we have to all start somewhere. What do you think is the best approach to take? Thank you.
Great. And what was your response to that message?
Hi, Tisha. It is your choice if you want to choose to interview tomorrow. Please remember that you will need a substitute and sub-plans to cover the classes you will miss. Please let us know if you need assistance with that. Thank you.
Great. And the next message that you received from the defendant's telephone number?
Well, they told me to do the fingerprints too, so I was just trying to do the right thing.
And the message after that?
Okay, I will just try to do the right thing by everyone. I didn't want to stand anyone up and wanted to be loyal to our school too.
Okay. And the next message?
It's 8 a.m. I mentioned it before in our emails, but wanted to make sure to follow the necessary steps. They did say I could do the fingerprints while I'm there, so I could get some link to do the paperwork. I haven't done any of that.
Ms. Hicks, how would you generally describe this type of exchange in these messages?
Objection relevance. Overruled.
I would say that they be typical of somebody who might be, who's just a new employee.
Okay. Conscientious, would that?
Mm-hmm. Conscientious and wanting to do the, making sure that she's putting herself in her best job.
All right. At some point, was there arrangements made for her to shadow somebody at the school and be present?
Yes.
Okay. And do you recall the last time you saw the defendant in person?
The last time I saw her in person was that Friday morning of the 25th.
And how would you generally describe her demeanor?
She was at work and working and meeting the kids. She was running a class.
And it's a little tricky, but would Friday the 24th sound more accurate?
Oh, yes.
Okay. So Friday, January 24th, her demeanor was appropriate?
Yes.
Okay. Did she ask to be referred to by any other names?
No.
Did she appear to you, based on your work in being around teachers and hiring, did she appear to be going through any sort of mental health crisis?
No.
Okay. Subsequent to seeing her on Friday, January 24th, what was the next contact that you had with her, either in person or through other form?
I received a text message from her on Monday, 27th.
All right. And if we could move to Monday morning, January 27th, through the messages. They should appear on page 5. What time was the message from the defendant's phone sent to your phone on January 27th of 2020?
3 a.m.
Okay. Did you read it at 3 a.m.?
No.
What were you doing? Okay. What did the message say?
I'm sorry for the time of night message, but my stepfather passed away. Someone hit him with a car while he was walking. I can update you at a later time.
All right. Subsequent message that your phone received. What was that message?
The message,
Was it the same? Was it different?
the same message,
Okay. What time was that message?
4:37 a.m.
Okay. So it's exactly the same as the message that was sent at 3 a.m. from the defendant's phone? At some point that morning, did you wake up?
Yes,
Okay. Like a busy assistant principal, were you then able to look at all your messages?
yes.
Okay. When you had an opportunity to read this message, what was your response?
I responded saying, "Oh my goodness, Letecia, I'm so sorry."
Okay. And we'll move onwards. What else did you say?
And then shall we try to find a sub for you today?
Okay. And about what time is this based on the timestamps we see here?
5:50 a.m.
Okay. Subsequent response by the defendant's telephone number. We'll move up. What was that response?
2 question marks. It's apparent all my family lives in the East Coast. I'm trying to find a way to get there.
And what time was that sent?
I was sent at 7:21.
Okay. What was your response to that message?
Okay, I'm just trying to understand your plans so that we can find coverage. Am I understanding that you will not be in today?
And what time was that sent?
7:32.
And the response from the defendant's phone?
Yes, it's my parent. I can't believe that would not be an assumption in a time like this.
And your response to that?
I'm so sorry for your loss and we will support you, but I cannot make assumptions. I do need some direction from you. We will get a sub today. Please let us know what else you need moving forward.
Okay. Ms. Hicks, you can take a seat now. Thank you. In the text message exchange that occurred on January 27th that morning, how would you describe the tone of that exchange?
Angry.
Okay. In terms of candidates and now a hired candidate contacting you, was your phone number provided for this type of emergency?
Could you repeat the question?
When there is an emergency, as far as whether or not somebody can be at work, what's the procedure? What is that person supposed to do?
Typically, they might contact their supervisor and let them know what's happening. We do have a system to get a substitute, but she wouldn't have gone through that training as yet.
So instead of going through that process because she hadn't received that training, what other avenue would she have had to inform you of an emergency?
To contact me as her supervisor through either phone or email.
Okay. Had you had any other contact with the defendant after that last exchange we saw in
No.
People's 207?
No.
Your Honor, we'll pass the witness.
Cross-examination? No. Do any of the jurors have any questions for Ms. Hicks? No. All right. Thank you, ma'am. You may
Thank
step
you.
down.